Hi, this is John Lewis with Realty Executives of Temecula Valley. Okay, let's say you're in the market. How do you buy a foreclosure the right way? Well, the first thing you really want to do is you want to make sure that you're buying through someone who's a specialist and that they do foreclosures. Because it's not just like writing an offer with someone with a normal sale. There's things that you have to know and ways that you have to write an offer to make sure that you're going to get it accepted. I'll give you an example. Let's say that you rolled in Saturday, you've got an appointment with a typical agent, and you're going to go out and look at properties. Well, they're going to pull up properties and you're going to decide which ones you're going to look at. Now you've got your 3-4 that you're going to see. Your buyer's agent is going to call the listing agent to find out if the property is for sale. 9 times out of 10, that agent is working so hard through the week that they take off the weekends. You do not know if it's in a multi-offer or if there's no bids at all on it. So now, you haven't calculated how to bid on the property. This information needs to be found out way before you show up on Saturday. You need to find out through the week, when was it listed? Is there a price reduction? How far above or how far below the property is on the market? With an agent that specializes in foreclosures, he's already talked to you about setting up the appointment. He's already gone through the properties to know what we're going to look at. What's a good list? Because we can narrow it down on Saturday, that's not a problem. But we need to make sure that we've contacted the listing agent for the bank to make sure we know how many offers are on it. The typical scenario with the bank is they'll either put it out too high or too low. And if it's too high, it's going to sit there for a month or so, and no one's going for it. That's probably the right time to make a lowball offer on an overpriced bank-owned property, when it doesn't have the attention of the myriad of buyers that are out there. Now, they may counter you back and forth, but you're going to get them down as low as they're going to go. If the property comes out on the market and it's priced $40,000, $50,000 under, which happens all the time, they typically put it out on a Thursday or a Friday. Now, you've got everybody is going directly towards that home. Monday, Tuesday, we're calling to find out, did you accept my offer? No answer. Why? Because the agent representing the bank is busy uploading 20 offers. That takes a tremendous amount of time, and it's very frustrating for the buyer. So Wednesday, Thursday, you find out that it's a highest and best. Guess what? More offers are going to come this next following weekend. You're going to get a highest and best again. Now you've wasted 2 weeks. Now, you're going to pay way over this price. If you want closing costs, you're going to stack it on top of that. And once you do get your contract, they're going to narrow those inspection days down to about 10. If you picked a property that was maybe not as clean, maybe a little bit overpriced, maybe you're the only one bidding on the property. Who's going to know that except for an REO specialist? Okay, now let's go to the fact that you've got the contract. You're the winner. Congratulations. Now start your work. Make sure you get a home inspector out there, and fast. They've probably cut your 17 days of due diligence down to 7 to 10. Might be a weekend or 2 in there. So you really need to be on it. Your foreclosure specialist will make sure that he's got the appropriate people to assign to the job to get it done right. Your home inspection, termite report. A lot of times, the bank-owned properties, they won't do the termite report. You got to furnish that yourself. So you got to know that. Your specialist will know that. And he'll have already somebody out there picked out to look at the property and have a good idea what is the condition. Now, if we find things that we don't want to see that are major, this is the time to get out and get out fast. It's not like a normal deal where you just cancel within that and within a couple of days you've got your money back. You've got to go back to that same process. It sometimes takes several months to get money back on a foreclosure if you cancel it. So, that's things that your foreclosure specialist is going to know. Okay, you got the contract, you've inspected the property, you want to go through with it. You're happy about your decisions. Now you've got to make sure that you're going to close in time, because there is per diem fees. He comes as an addendum with your contract. You signed your contract, they've accepted it, the addendum comes back. It's about 7 pages. What it says is they're selling it as is. Sometimes they'll repeat it, as is, as is. So, whether you're going to get repairs or not is going to depend on the bank that you're dealing with. But if you do not close on time because of required lender repairs, they're going to charge you $100 to $150 a day. What are lender repairs? Well, if it's an FHA offer, there has to be windows that are in there, so not shattered windows. There has to be covering over the floor. If your agent isn't a specialist, he or she may not be aware that you've got to have carpeting or something covering the floors. It's called habitability. It's something that has to take place for FHA and for VA offers. You do not want to be trying to switch to a conventional loan at the end and you're paying $150 a day. Especially now your deposit isn't going to be around because you're past your due diligence time frame. It's a big issue, and he or she as an agent needs to know that. You know, we've talked about some of the bad aspects of buying a foreclosure, but I really don't want to discourage you. It is very rewarding in buying a foreclosure. Whether you're an investor and you're going to rent it out, or if you have enough of a value there that you can actually flip the property. But if you're a homeowner and you want to live there, one of the things that's kind of nice is if it is a fixer-upper, well, you know, you got the color of carpet and tile, maybe the countertops that you always wanted. You got a good value on the property, you've got a good neighborhood, and you got it at a good price. And you got it that way because you did your homework and hired the right agent to do the right job. So there you have it. For more information, please visit my website at johnclewis.com.